one-man wrecking crew is back. Nolan Arenado rolls into town with the rest of the Rockies after sweeping the Giants in dramatic fashion last week in Denver. In charge of stopping Arenado is Jeff Samardzija. The Shark has yet to beat the Rockies in 3 starts this season, and he'll be looking for revenge just like the rest of the Giants. Game 1 of the series, and it's next.
We've got Monday Night Baseball here at AT&T Park. A new team's in town. That's right. It's the Colorado Rockies, and this is game 1 of a 3-game series. Welcome to NBC Sports Bay Area, powered by Xfinity. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Chef Mike Krukow cooking up some wins. All right, so there is total domination on the part of the Rockies over the Giants. So they need to cook up some wins. How do they do it?
Well, you need to have a couple of runs, a pinch of a couple of extra base hits. You got to have some good defense. You got to mix in some good pitching, and hopefully they can come up with some recipe for a victory. Now think about this. The Giants have faced these Rockies 11 times. They've only won 1 game. So I say, bam, a few more runs. Bam, a few more runs. And that's the recipe for success.
We've reached an all-time high here at AT&T Park. All right, when we come back, we will have that recipe, and we will have the lineups, and we'll have that first pitch. We'll have all of that for you and dessert right after this.
Is brought to you by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. By State Farm. Combine auto and renters and see how much you can save. Talk to an agent today. And by the 2017 Jeep Cherokee with an EPA estimated 30 highway miles per gallon.
Your San Francisco Giants are looking to turn this season around tonight. Hey, why not tonight as your San Francisco Giants welcome in the Colorado Rockies for a 3-game series. Welcome back to our broadcast, everyone. I'm Amy Gutierrez, and before we talk about the game, let's talk about Madison Bumgarner. He gave everybody a huge scare back on April 20th when he separated his shoulder, bruised his ribs in a dirt bike accident. So how's he doing? Why don't you take a look for yourself? He joined the team today after throwing 3 innings in Arizona Rookie League. I talked to him. He said he felt great. Then he hit the cage, and oh yeah, then he hit a few home runs. He's going to throw a pen tomorrow. If he comes out of that okay, he will start his rehab assignment Friday with the Sacramento River Cats. But tonight, it's the Shark. Jeff Samardzija on the hill for your Giants. And to get us started, let's get it up to Kruk and Kite, who are cooking up some wins. Guys.
We are cooking up some wins. Thanks, Amy. Our game time weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Great time to get to the beach. The admission-free boardwalk is open daily. 64 degrees here at the yard. You see the winds, humidity at 65%, and it is clear. So Jeff Samardzija and the Giants have taken the field, and let's take a look at the Rockies lineup, and it's brought to you by Southwest Airlines. It'll be Blackman, LeMahieu, and then Nolan Arenado, who wears out the Giants, followed by Reynolds, Tapia, and Ian Desmond. Trevor Story's going to hit 7th, and Walters, then Marquez.
On the hill tonight for the Giants will be the veteran Jeff Samardzija. Samardzija, 32 years old, 6'5", 250-pounder. This is what he has done in 15 starts this year. 2-9 with a 4.74 ERA. And look at the strikeout to walk ratio. I mean, it's almost 10-1. How does he do it? You're going to see a fastball that goes 93 to 98 miles per hour with 2 types of movement. He'll cut the ball. He's got a curveball. He's got a changeup. Actually, it's a split finger that he uses as a changeup. Lifetime against these Rockies, he's 3-5 with a 3.91 ERA. This year, however, he's 0-3. He's yet to beat him. Giants have lost 10 games against this Rockies team. They've won only 1 in their 11 previous meetings. And Jeff Samardzija going to try and stop that tonight. Let's take a look at the defense playing behind Samardzija tonight, starting in their outfield from left to right. It's going to be Hernandez, Span, and Pence. Good arms on the corners. Crawford, Jones on the left side of the infield. Panic and Belt on the right side. And Buster Posey, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
So here's Charlie Blackmon as we get ready for baseball. Charlie Blackmon, and then DJ LeMahieu, and then Nolan Arenado. In at third is Jones. And the pitch. And it's down low. 1 ball and no strike. So we get started at 7:07. The Rockies are coming in. They've lost 5 straight. Here's the 1-0 to Blackmon. And he takes high. Home-plate umpire Doug Eddings, Bill Welke, Stu Schuwater, Corey Blazer, Doug Eddings. 2 balls, no strikes.
Doug Eddings is a low ball umpire, but he's got a good zone. It's a big zone. He's got good corners on his strike zone. And I think he's more of a pitcher's ump and a good breaking ball ump.
Blackmon gets a pitch to hit, and he fouls it back. The last win for the Rockies came at home against the Arizona Diamondbacks. That was game 1 of a series starting on June 20th. They got waxed in Los Angeles as there's a pitch up and in. Losing yesterday 12-6. So Blackmon, 3 balls and a strike. Samardzija certainly doesn't want to walk the first hitter of the game. And the call strike 3-2.
Right now, you do not want a ball hit to you if you're Hunter Pence in right field, because he is looking right into the sun. And you can see the right side of the field, and for Hunter Pence, low line drives, I'm not even sure he can see him.
Got him, and that's how this game gets started.
That's a 95-mile-an-hour 2-seam fastball, and that is our fast pitch brought to you by Xfinity, the fastest Wi-Fi at home and on the go. So a nice comeback for Samardzija. Watch the movement. This is 2-seam movement at 95,
and he throws it right through a very good hitter.
So here's DJ LeMahieu. 304, 3 home runs, 38 driven in. And the first pitch runs in tight, 1 ball and no strikes. Those scores of the last 5 losses for the Rockies: 16-5, 10-3, 6-1, 4-0, 12-6. So the opposition has been scoring some runs. And this is a lineup that can score a lot of runs as well, but they have not been able to win in the last 5. Bud Black watching carefully. Up and in, 2 balls and a strike. I don't think that ball's actually that far in. LeMahieu's kind of diving in.
Well, I mean, he's one of the really good right field hitters, hitting from the right side in all of baseball, and he will dive out. But the guys who have good approaches to right field, they'll tell you the easiest one to go to right field is the inside pitch.
Belt will give ground, and he'll throw to the wide receiver. 2 down.
All right, time for our Nissan keys to the game, and for Samardzija, get in the attack mode. As competitive as he has not had success against a team, the Rockies, that he has had his whole career. Tonight, he needs to get into the attack mode and get on top of them early. Number 2, out D the number 1 D. That's right, the Rockies the best defense in the National League. The Giants need to outplay him with the gloves. Those are our Nissan keys to the game.
So here's Arenado. Outside, 1 ball and no strikes. 296, 15 home runs, 59 driven in. 12 for 26 lifetime. And he lays off a pitch up high, 2-0. Rockies are 25-16 on the road. Arenado waits, and he hits a high fly ball to left. It'll be Hernandez, and that'll end the inning. So strikeout, ground ball, fly ball. Giants are coming up. It'll be Denard Span to lead things off. And they'll be facing German Marquez, and this is the Giants lineup brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Span, Panic, and Hunter Pence. Hunter Pence, pretty good numbers also against the righty Marquez. Posey, Belt, and Crawford. Ryder Jones is going to hit 7th, and it's Gorkys Hernandez, followed by Jeff Samardzija.
On the hill tonight for the Colorado Rockies will be the 22-year-old rookie right-hander German Marquez, and this is what he has done in 11 starts, 5-3 with a 3.92 ERA. Almost a strikeout an inning against 21 walks. He's got good stuff. You're going to see a mid to high 90s fastball. He will four-seam. He will sink it. He's got a curveball, slider, and a changeup, and this kid really thinks fastball. And you can see how many he throws. Most of the time, you're going to get gas.
Span wanted everybody to just wait a minute, so Marquez stepped off. And here he takes a call strike right out of bed at 95. Span 1 for 3 lifetime against Marquez. He's hitting .278. Bang bang, 0-2.
Marquez from San Felix, Venezuela. A tender age of 22. A lot of youth in the rotation for these Rockies. Well, Marquez wants to get it go. I mean, he likes a quick pace. But Denard, Span, a veteran, I mean, he's not going to let that pitcher dictate the rhythm of his at bat. He's going to be very deliberate.
Foul down the left field line into the seats. So we'll do it again.
Got a man making a play. I would have to say that Mom was digging it.
It's no balls and 2 strikes. And Span holds up 1-2. Giants have lost 12 of 13. So that's not very good. They've lost 9 straight to the Rockies. That hurts. And they are 12 and 22 against the West. Span pokes another one foul. Maybe right at the same person. No, this guy right-handed. Did he have his glove? Yeah, you bet he did.
That's a good thing. I think he saved the lives of about 4 people. I mean, this is a bullet. Yeah, I got it. Sweet spot.
Oh, great job.
Think you're playing with kids.
Great camera work. Ugly finder.
Yep, and there was it zeroed in right there. Eric Ortega, Giants trainer.
One and 2. And a shot on the ground and a base hit. Hey, they got one by LeMahieu. That's a good sign.
Not easy to do. Let's take a look at that Rockies defense that ranks #1 in the National League, starting in their outfield from left to right. It'll be Desmond, Blackmon, and Tapia. You've got good assist arms across the board. Story and Arenado on the left side of the infield, LeMahieu and Reynolds on the right side. And Tony Walters, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
So here's Joe Panik. Joe's only had 2 at-bats lifetime against Marquez. He's 0 for 2, hitting .276. Span goes. Pitches down low. The throw to second. Got him. Perfect throw by Walters.
Well, the other thing, too, about Tony Walters is he is a catch and throw, one of the really quick releases in the National League West out of the squat. Watch the back foot drop straight in line with his stride to his target. And when you do that, you're going to throw the ball straight. It's not going to sink. It's not going to fade. And it had to be perfect. And it was.
So call strike to Joe Panik. It's now 0-2. So clearly the Giants trying to make something happen offensively. And the next pitch is wide with Hunter Pence on deck.
I was there. Bond's home run. She saw a few.
Yes, she did. So did we.
Yes, we did. And he walked in here yesterday. It looked like he could hit a few more.
Panik slices this one foul down the left field line.
I think the fans on the left side of this field right now, at least with the left-handers are up, and Marquez on the mound. I mean, he's making some friends over there. You better be paying attention.
Better be ready to go. In the dirt.
Right now. Marquez does not have a feel for his breaking stuff. The only thing he's getting in the strike zone is that fastball. And until he gets curveballs going, you really don't have to think about anything else.
Tapped right back to where it came from. 2 outs. And here's Hunter Pence. So here's Hunter Pence hitting at .258. He's got 5 home runs, 25 runs batted in. Definitely got the orange and black sock look going. And the first pitch is high. It's a good seat.
Could be a first time for this little one.
Yep. 2-0. Mr. Posey to follow. Beautiful night. A little brisk. Pence with a healthy rip. And that pitch is down low. On the ground, Arenado has a tip off his glove. And for Pence, it'll be a base hit. If it gets by Arenado, there's no way Story's going to throw out Hunter Pence.
Well, Nolan Arenado, 4-time Gold Glover. See the range that he has, and if anything that touches his glove, you just think it's going to stick there. But the point you make, if it gets by Arenado, the shortstop Trevor Story, he has no chance to throw out Hunter Pence because of his speed. That's our Exmo, brought to you by your local Toyota dealer.
So here's Buster Posey, and he takes a strike.
One error in 76 games.
Yeah, it was against the Giants. It was the day we struck out and made an error in the same inning, and we thought, well, it's time to go home.
That just doesn't happen.
1 ball and 1 strike. High drive, left center field. It is off the bottom of the wall, and here comes Hunter Pence. And the Giants lead 1-0.
I'd like to know what Buster Posey feels about how much of that ball he got, because I thought he got it.
I did too.
I mean, this is right in a happy zone. I mean, it had the angle. He leaves the box, and I'm thinking he's thinking it's out of here, but not in this ballpark.
I mean, not even close.
One hops the wall.
I mean, I'm very happy. I'm sure he's happy. And here's Belt. Belt is 3 for 3 lifetime. The Brandons against Marquez combined are 6 for 6.
I'm saying that's ownage.
One ball and no strikes. Belt at 228. He's got 14 home runs, 33 runs batted in. And tight, 2-0. Story playing behind Buster Posey, and it's 3-0 to Belt.
Oh yeah, they're on board. Look at bunch right there.
Dad didn't bring the handy wipes, did he?
No, these guys, this is the night out with the boys. There'll be no handy wipes with the men. Yep, and that is indeed her first game. Nice.
Belt takes a strike, 3-1.
You know, that's what sleeves are for. Come on.
Mom would have taken the handy wipes.
Yeah. Dad, not a problem.
They're actually lucky they got their sweatshirts on, but Dad. 3-1. Belt takes a strike, 3-2.
On the outside corner.
Probably not.
Belt did not think so. Belt who has a very good idea of the strike zone.
It'll force you to swing at this one if it's in the same spot.
He's got guts.
So here's Crawford.
Going right out to the outside corner, and not even a frame job by Walters could tuck it back into the strike zone. So the Giants keep the line moving. They set it up for Brandon Crawford.
Let's see Foster, the pitching coach. Crawford came out early and hit today.
Well, average of 239. He's not happy with the little funk that he's had going here last week. So, I mean, when you're a ball player, you put in some extra time. It's tough if you're an everyday player, especially a shortstop.
So here's the first pitch to Crawford. And he takes high. Crawford never shy on that first pitch. Two and 0. Right now Marquez all over the place. He does have 2 outs. One was a caught stealing. The other, a ball that Joe Panik hit a high hopper right back to the pitcher.
I mean, this is a count against a guy who likes his fastball where you can just look one speed, just pick out a location and try and hammer one.
Crawford's pretty good at that. Like that.
That's exactly how you want to swing at it. Crawford fan and a Posey fan.
So are we. Ryder, Jones on deck. It's the call, 2-2.
Yeah, we've seen it all night long. This is a little different because they set it inside target. It kind of goes to the opposite side of the plate. They still get the strike. Borderline.
Breaking ball hit on the ground to LeMahieu, who gets a wicked hop, and that'll end the inning. So the Giants, with 3 hits in the inning, come up with a run on the Buster Posey double into left center field. Giants strand a pair, and they are on top, 1-0.
on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Kelly Moore Paints. Go where the pros go. Kelly Moore, the painter's paint store.
Giants with an early 1-0 lead. As Samardzija waiting for Reynolds to step in. It's hard to imagine that Mark Reynolds, not a knock against him, he's hitting the same average as Arenado. He's got 3 more home runs than Arenado, and he's 2 RBI shy of Arenado.
Well, this is a guy who didn't really even have a job till
he was looking for work.
Middle February. They got him on a minor league contract, and then Ian Desmond, who was supposed to be the scheduled first baseman, got hurt. Mark Reynolds got slotted in, and the rest is history.
And there's a strike. His numbers against Samardzija, 3 for 11. Good pitch, 2-2. Tapia, Raimel Tapia is on deck. On the ground to Crawford. How quick that infield is. All right, let's check in with Amy G. Amy?
All right, gentlemen, I have some good news on Giants outfielder Austin Slater. He came out of yesterday's game with a right hip flexor strain, but skipper Bruce Bochy saying today he is available to pinch hit tonight, tomorrow, and he should be able to start on Wednesday. Dwayne?
All right, good news. Amer the gamer.
A the G.
Good news, Amy G.
It's been good news, Amy.
Yep.
You like that?
It really has. Here's Tapia. Tapia with a healthy rip and a foul straight back and out of play. 273 with 4 runs batted in, 1 for 7 in his career against the Shark.
Hey, we have a winner with the foul ball lottery.
Those garlic fries?
That's what you win if you get a ball.
1 ball and 1 strike.
Now there's a dilemma.
Yeah.
How do you eat them now?
Yeah.
Can't give up the ball, but
there's a slot right there, just where you put your Coke. Just put that in there. I was explaining where he hit him. 1-1 pitch. I don't know how Tapia hit that, but he did. It's 1-2.
and you cannot use a hard ball as a napkin. There's a rule against that.
This is a no napkin crowd tonight. 1-2. Desmond on deck. High pop up out of play, and we'll do it again. This is game 1 of a 3-game series. Foul.
All right, ball dude action. Nice try.
Easy.
It's almost a play. It's Rick Bellison over at first base.
Hey, Rick.
Now let's watch Rick. I got it. I got it. Kind of. Yeah, he stopped it. I love our ball dudes.
No swing. Two balls and 2 strikes. These guys are ready. Maybe the gloves that Buster Posey handed out before the game. 2-2. Full count.
So how many did Buster wind up handing out before the game?
Well, he didn't hand out 1,000, but there were 1,000 kids that got gloves. He handed about, I don't know, 80, but he purchased the whole 1,000. Three and 2. Got him. Well, Giants and Marlins on July 7th through the 9th. And on Sunday, the 9th, the first 20,000 fans are going to receive a grocery tote. And it's presented by the MLB Network. How about that? For tickets, they're always available at sfgiants.com. We'll have a bunch of those.
Yes, we will. You can't have enough grocery totes.
For whatever reason, I don't know how it happens, but my trunk collects those. I bet there's 15 in there, and you can never have enough.
No, you can't.
Desmond pounds this one off his foot.
That's a 97 mile per hour two-seam fastball with movement just boring in the hands. Jeff Samardzija has not ever lacked for stuff, ever.
And that high pop-up foul is out of play. It remains no balls and 2 strikes. One and 2. Look out. Heads up.
I think we're good.
Shot by one woman. She immediately turned around and this lady's okay. Said she felt a breeze.
Oh. Our gamer babes. Nothing slows them down.
Slowly hit. Crawford's got to get rid of it in a hurry, and it's not going to be in time. Almost looked to me, Mike, like Ryder Jones backed off a little bit.
He did. And I think that's something that Ron Wotus, the Giants bench coach and infield instructor, is going to go and say, listen, you go take everything. I don't care if the guy's got a couple Gold Gloves. You get after it. I don't even know if he could have gotten there.
I don't either, but the point being made is if he had a shot, then he needs to take it.
That's the one thing. You know, there's plenty of speed in the minor leagues, AAA, double. There's great athletes in the minor leagues. But the game up here is a little quicker. And that's 4 flat speed from the right side. And that is flying.
It's also, it means it was a great jump out of the box. Strike to Story. Desmond's got 8 steals, and for a second there, it looked like he was thinking about it. Here's the 0-1 delivery. And that pitch is wide. So Samardzija out of the stretch for the first time. This is his 4th start against the Colorado Rockies. Tapped up the middle. Crawford shoveling to panic, and that'll end the inning. For the Giants, Ryder Jones looking for an average. He will lead things off.
NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Toyota, the full-line automaker with the longest-lasting vehicles in America. Toyota, let's go places.
1-0 Giants. Ryder Jones stands in. 0 for 6 in the big league. Pitch is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Where's number 63? Rockies Hernandez. The pitch. Nice swing and a foul. Straight back. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ryder Jones 6 at bats in the big leagues, and already they got an overshift on him. Down the left field line, that'll be out of play. It's 1-2. For Marquez, this is his first start against the Giants. Giants have faced him before. Popped him up. It'll be Arenado, the lone defender, making the catch. Need help with a consumer problem? Will contact NBC Bay Area Response. In just 1 year, consumer investigator Chris Kimura has recovered more than $750,000 for people like you. Not $75, $750,000. 1-888-996-TIPS or visit NBCBayArea.com/response. Here's Rockies Hernandez, and a strike. Hernandez at 217. He's got 12 runs batted in. Breaking ball, call strike. It's now 0-2 with Jeff Samardzija to follow. Down low, 1-2.
Looks like Marquez is starting to get a little bit better feel of that curveball. He's got a curveball and a slider. We haven't seen the slider yet. The one thing he thinks of, he thinks fastball. Changeup is kind of a project pitch right now.
Nope. 2-2.
Saw the velocity on that last fastball at 98. It doesn't look to me like he's a max effort guy.
Hit into right center field, but Tapia's got a beat on it. Not in this park. Hit that one in Coors Field, and you're in business. Here's Samardzija.
We got deep dish pizza.
I don't know. Every one of those looks good.
Well, the Slice House, we give it 2 thumbs up. It's good pizza.
Here's Samardzija, who homered against the Rockies in Denver.
Well, he likes fastballs, and he had to get some fastballs from Marquez.
1 ball and 1 strike.
And that was the happy zone.
Down and in.
And we know this because we watch him take batting practice. And he loves it down and in. Well, time for our Jeep drive of the game. We go back to June 16th of this year. Jeff Samardzija had a 2-run shot off Antonio Zenzatella. 3rd home run of his career, first in a Giants uniform, and it was a long potato. We always talk about Madison Bumgarner's batting practice, and it's sensational. Well, this guy's right there with him.
And that'll end the inning. First strikeout for Marquez. It'll be Tony Walters to lead things off. 1-0 Giants.
Slumber Party presented by AT&T on Sunday, July 9th. You can set up camp on the field, play catch in the outfield, and dream of your baseball heroes while sleeping right under the stars. Tickets are limited, so don't miss out on this unique experience. Go to sfgiants.com/slumber party for tickets.
All right, good job. Slumber Party's back.
Yeah, oh well, it's never really gone away.
No, it really doesn't. 1-0 Giants. And it'll be Tony Walters to lead things off. Walters hitting .292. First pitch strike. Walters had one of those days yesterday you'd like to forget about. The Dodgers gave up 3 runs all on wild pitches against the Dodgers. They went from a 6-4 Rockies lead to a 7-6 Dodger lead. All on wild pitches. There's a pitch down low. Walters was the catcher. The last wild pitch scored 2 runs. In tight, 2 balls and 1 strike. And they ended up losing the game 12-6.
That's a night where a catcher will not sleep well.
Center field, spin on the move. And in this part, we'll put it away.
Well, let's take a look at how it happened. 1. Now Grandal's at the plate. The bases were loaded. He got into the box, and his team was down by 2 runs. When he got out of the box after striking out, they were up a run. And it just was a tough day.
So here's Marquez. Yeah, you don't see those coming, although, look, Giants lost that final game with Arenado hitting the home run for the cycle. I didn't see that coming either.
No.
Nothing in 2.
That's why you go to the game. You're going to see something you haven't seen before. And that's pretty cool.
Blackman is on deck. 1 out. Giants lead 1-0. Swing. And he got him. It's that 3rd strikeout. And here's Blackman.
Samardzija working on a nice rhythm. And now the Rockies coming at him again a second time.
Good hits.
See how he ranks in the National League in offense and give you an idea of what type of first half he's having. Wednesday's the halfway point for at least the Giants, 81 games. Charlie Blackmon, if the MVP of the league was voted upon today, he would have a real good argument. So 56 RBIs out of the leadoff spot. That doesn't happen very often.
Healthy rip, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Blackman struck out to open up the ball game. Here's the 1-1 delivery. In tight, not by much. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Just a beautiful night here at AT&T Park. 64 degrees at first pitch. Cool, not too cool. Windy, not too windy.
On the ground, Crawford on the backhand. He knocks it down. And because he couldn't glove it cleanly, it'll be a base hit. See, the ball at the last second came up a little bit. Actually, his glove came up and he stayed down.
Kind of whiffed, hit him in the left calf. Even with the strength of his arm, with him having to come over to his right like he had to come, I don't think he even had a position to be able to get Blackman, who runs well. Second hit off of Samardzija.
So here's LeMahieu, who rolled to Belt in the first inning. And it's down low. Blackman with 5 steals on there. He's been thrown out 4 times. So Belt holding on Blackman. We're in the top of the 3rd. Tap foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Interleague action tonight in Los Angeles. It's the Dodgers and the Angels. In Dodger Stadium. Here's the 1-1 pitch to LeMahieu. Line drive. That'll be a base hit. So Arenado's going to hit with runners at first and second.
One thing this Rocky team is so good at doing, and that's stringing hits together. And that's not just this year's version of the Colorado Rockies. This has been something this organization has done since they came into the league in 1993. They haven't always been able to do the same thing on the road that they do at Coors Field, but this year's version is a team that does very well on the road.
Arenado lifted one out to Marquis Hernandez in the first. And he takes a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls and a strike. Blackman with his lead. Samardzija double look. Swing and a miss. Nothing in 2.
And they kind of got away with one there. I mean, the idea was to throw that cutter on the outside corner.
And like it backed up, didn't it?
See the target, and it winds up being a perfect backup slider. I don't even know how Buster caught it. He doesn't know how he caught it.
No, he doesn't.
You see what Arenado has done against the Giants. In 49 games, 62 RBIs. Wow.
On the ground, Crawford to third. Got him, and the inning's over. Nice play, Brandon Crawford. 1-0 Giants.
and it's brought to you by T-Mobile. Tomorrow's starter is going to be Jeff Hoffman on the hill, taking on Matt Cain. And coverage begins at 6 p.m. on NBC Sports Bay Area.
So here's Span. Span, who singled in the first inning, was thrown out trying to steal. And he takes a pitch up high. 1 ball and no strikes. Really, when you watch Marquez, he really didn't have a starting point. He just stands there and goes.
Very compact. It's kind of the wind-up du jour around the league. A lot of guys are doing it, the no step. And the whole idea is just to maintain your balance. A lot of times big step backs can throw you out of whack. But the small step back really allows you to maintain your balance. You stay in an upright position.
It's 3-1.
And it keeps your head still. It keeps your eyes on the target. Same thing guys do in the batter's box when they don't take strides. They do it to keep their head still, their eyes still.
Down the right field line, foul. It's the mound.
Take a look at the small take-back step, and it's not even a take-back. It just goes in front of him about the half width of a shoe.
If you go to your windup, Mike, don't you get more of your body into the throw?
Well, I mean, you can still get everything behind a pitch when you have the small take-back step. It's just easier, I think, for a hitter to pick up the release point. And more things you could do out there with your arms, your legs, provided you can maintain your balance, are going to help you in the deception in the eye of for the eye of the hitter.
And the walk.
Good at that. All right, time now for our Togo's big play. The Togo's way, and we're going to think that the defense by Brandon Crawford, an ad lib here. The only play he had was a force at third. Ryder Jones gets back in time, and Crawford with a perfect strike, and that ends the threat. And that is a big play. You see the reaction from Samardzija. He appreciated the defense, and it got him off the field.
Joe Panik hit one back to the pitcher. He's 0 for 1. And a called strike. Panik hitting now at 275. Span, who was thrown out trying to steal, gets chased back. And the pitch is wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
A veggie dog topped with garden relish and arugula. Really? Looks pretty good.
So that's a disguise is what it is.
Well.
Runner goes, hit and run, bouncing ball, and Story's going to throw, and it's not in time. So moving Span helped Panik pick up a base hit. And he'll take it.
There's John Miller, and he will join me. Innings 4, 5, and 6 as my partner. Mr. Kuiper will head over to the radio side.
I'm ready to go. Here's Hunter Pence.
An opportunity for a big inning right here for the Giants.
Pence with a base hit in the first. No balls and 1 strike. Big swing and a miss.
Well, that's what you want to see him try and do.
Yeah, well, I think we're happy to see Hunter Pence swing that hard. Down low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lots of orange on the socks for Hunter Pence. Remember the one day he wore his pants all the way down?
Didn't recognize him.
0 for 4, 3 strikeouts. Said he'd never wear them that way again. Ever. Ever.
Not even at church.
Nope. Curveball in tight. 2 balls and 1 strike.
The superstition in this sport is it's just amazing. And it has everything to do with it. You know, they play every day.
It's an everyday sport. And you're always looking for a bit of an edge. Pence pops it up. It's going to be out of play. The guy brought his glove and just clanked it.
Well, she got the ball, so.
No, that's good, but the guy before that just clanked it.
Yeah, we've seen a few clanks today.
Looks like everybody's okay.
Yeah, a lot of smiles. I'm saying that's a good thing.
2-2 to Hunter Pence. Bullpen activity already for the Rockies. Wood Black not wasting any time.
Well, 61 pitches too. It hasn't been easy for Marquez.
Fly ball left center field. Blackman on the move. Still on the move. He's going to make the catch. Tagging and going to third is Span. Panic did a good job as he thought about going to second. But another ball hit. Very hard and a long way, but tracked down. So here's Buster Posey.
Well, he's going to get back to the bench and he's going to say, man, I just missed it.
Buster with a double into the same area where Pence's ball was caught.
Let's go Giants. Amen.
It's to Posey at the knees and a called strike. Belt on deck. Span, Panic aboard. High drive into center field. Again chasing Blackman back. Tagging is Span. He better hurry. He scores. Panic into second.
You know, that's the play. You make a good point. When you have runners at first and third, 1 out. There's a ball hit deep enough in the outfield. That runner could go back to first base and tag. You've got to bust down from third base to home. They're not going to try and get you, but you have to think that you have to hit home before the runner going to first base gets to second, because he may get tagged out. And if he gets tagged out before you cross home, you don't score. So Span, knowing all this, running hard as he should. Job well done and a nice at bat.
Here's Belt, who takes a curveball for a strike.
I mean, you and I have both seen it over the years where guy at third base knows he's not going to have a plan, so he kind of coasts in, and that guy from first tries to get to second, gets tagged out, no run.
Belt drew a walk in the first. Marquez now with 66 pitches, so that's over 20 an inning.
Antonio Sensatella, he's a starter.
High fly ball deep out into right center field. Can anybody get there? No, it's off the bottom of the wall. Panic scores. Belt is into third, and he's got a triple. And that ball stayed up there forever.
Down the Giants dugout, they got to be thinking, what do you have to do to hit one over the wall here?
It's true.
Because that nut was roasted. A little fastball at 93, right over the middle, and as soon as he hits it, he drops the bat. He's thinking it's just a matter of how far over the wall, and then reality sets in. He gets a break here as the ball kicks away from everybody. He winds up with a triple, but I'm sure a bit disappointed because he hit that ball well.
So here's Crawford, who hit the ball sharply on one hop to LeMahieu in the first, and here he takes a strike. Three 3-0 Giants. Crawford trying to make it 4-0. Out of play, one ball or make it no balls and 2 strikes. No overshift. In the dirt, it hit him.
Curveball. I think it got him on the right foot.
Here comes a visit from Steve Foster.
Had him way ahead the count. Just, he didn't even make a grimace. He's a better man than I am.
Yeah. Well, no, I remember I played with you. You were screaming before the ball hit you.
I have no problem with that. Well, time now for our cold hard facts. Are brought to you by Clean, Crisp, Coors Light. The high school baseball players of the year. Notables from North Carolina: well, Madison Bumgarner in 2007, Corey Seager 2012, and Ryder Jones in 2013. Also player of the year was Brian Goodwin of Washington in 2009.
There's Bum. So here's Ryder Jones. He's 0 for 7 since he came aboard. A base hit here would give the Giants another run. It's 3-0. Crawford thought about it. There's a breaking ball for a call strike.
Been a lot of off-speed stuff throwing at Ryder Jones since he's got to the big leagues.
Down low. I don't know about that one.
Well, Corey Blazer, the third base umpire, saying he did swing on it. Let's take a look. Curveball in the dirt. Did he go? Yeah. 50-50. Half you get, half you don't get.
On the ground to second. And that'll end the inning. So Brandon Belt, his triple knocks in a run. Giants scored 2 here in the third. It's 3-0. John Miller will be in. I will see you back here in the 7th. 3-0 Giants.
go. Test, test, test. Yeah.
Show. The McCovey Chronicles, Grant Brisbee and Therese Vignal bring you a fresh take on the game of the season on Giants Outsiders tonight after post-game live. Well, we are going to the top of the fourth inning. It is 3-0 Giants, and here to tell you all about it, my friend John Miller.
All right, Mike, and here is Mark Reynolds, and he swung. He doesn't agree, but the plate umpire made the call himself. Hitters always get upset. They say, why don't you just let the first base umpire make that decision? What do you know about it?
That's exactly what he's saying. Did he go? No, he did not go. I totally agree with Mark Reynolds.
Yeah, ask the first base umpire. Well, Mark, what are you looking for, buddy?
He's looking for the same breaking ball in the dirt.
The one he can't hit. 0-2 the count. Did he swing? Let's ask the first base umpire. No. Haven't seen him swing yet.
I think that I think it was more of a swing there than it was the first strike.
1-2 the count. Two and two now. Giants with a 3-0 lead on a beautiful night here in the city by the bay. Reynolds grounded a short his first time, and that is all. That I'm saying, Mike, that was definitely a swing.
Well, as we said before, Jeff Samardzija does not show up to, put on a baseball uniform, take that mound, and not have stuff. He's got great stuff tonight, and he's thinking, I need to stop this slide. The Giants have played the Rockies 11 times this year. They've won one game, so hey. Work to do, but I'm sure Samardzija likes the fact that he's got some 3 runs to play with.
No good. The Giants, though, are playing a Rockies team that itself is in a slide right now, as Tapia fouls one off. The Rockies who swept the Giants in Colorado a weekend before this past one, 4 in a row. They've only won one game since then. They won Tuesday against Arizona. They've lost 5 in a row. They've allowed 48 runs in those 5 losses. So this is a team that comes in here a little battered and bruised for this series. They made a couple of moves in their bullpen as Tapia fouls it off his foot, strike 2. They've brought in a couple of extra relievers. They have a 9-man bullpen going for this game tonight. Only 3 extra players on the bench.
Well, you mentioned the amount of runs that they've given up, and their bullpen is very tired. And that's going to be one of the keys for Bud Black, the skipper of the Rockies, to be able to keep that bullpen fresh. That is one of their strengths, but they get used a lot, and it's starting to show a little bit.
That's in the dirt. Ottavino, who had not just a bad game yesterday, but one of the most bizarre games ever. I know you guys were showing some scenes from that where when he wild pitched home 5 runs in a 2-inning period.
I've never seen that. I don't even know if that's ever happened before.
Whoa, that looked pretty good. 2-2. See, now I'm into the whole umpiring thing from up here.
Would you like to umpire a game from up here, like one time?
Yeah, like we've never done that.
No, but I mean real. Have it be that's the strike zone.
Absolutely not. Brandon Crawford, fast runner going here, and he got him. 2 down. Tapia is 0 for 2. This Colorado team, though, Jake McGee, when the Giants got to Denver last week, Jake McGee, Mike Dunn, Greg Holland, Ottavino, they had some guys at the end of that game, and that was one of the main reasons they were in first place. If you didn't beat them in the first 6, that bullpen was just lights out. But the Giants found a bullpen that was a little more frayed around the edges that weekend. They came from a 9-1 deficit the first game. Remember that? What was that, 10 days ago? when they first got to Colorado. They tied that game by the 9th inning, down 9-1. They tied it. So this Rockies team, they have some guys in the bullpen who need little rest. Crawford far to his left. He's got it. Turns, throws him out. Desmond is a fast runner too. Brilliant play by Brandon Crawford.
At AT&T Park, and it's time for our Giants in the Community segment. It's sponsored by PG&E, a very special evening here tonight. It is LGBT night. It is an annual tradition that's been going on for more than a decade here at AT&T Park. It always follows the Pride Parade, and PG&E a huge role with the LGBT communities. Gentlemen, they have been the leading corporate voice in the LGBT community for decades. They were the first corporate sponsor and participant in the San Francisco Pride Parade back in 1986, and the first major company in California to support the No on 8 ballot measure. So all good things happening here tonight, gentlemen.
All right, Amy, thank you, and welcome to all here at AT&T Park. Giants with a 3-0 lead, facing German Marquez, who has had a busy night. Just threw his 75th pitch, 73 of them in just the first 3 innings of this game. He's had 2 very high stress innings already. And then, well, Rockies maybe helped him out a little bit on that one. 2-1.
He's got a great fastball, but that's kind of the only thing that really has showed up consistently for him tonight. The curveball, slider, and changeup really have not been his friend.
3-1.
So struggling, getting into counts like the 3-1 count, 1-0, 2-0 counts, good hitter counts. And he has to be predictable with a fastball. I mean, we haven't seen him throw anything other than a fastball when he's behind the count.
Well, just as you mentioned it, on a 3-1 count, that's behind in the count, a fastball, base hit.
And it's tough to pitch up here when you can't throw all your other speeds. Just take a look at the play that ended it for the Rockies. Right up the middle. Remember, Desmond runs well, but it wasn't even close as Crawford spears it 360s and rifles a perfect strike, and that ends it. And look at Samardzija. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And now Samardzija showing bunt with runner at first, nobody out. That's a good one. Mark Reynolds, and he tags Samardzija out.
I think one thing Samardzija is going to have to learn to do is he's going to have to make that first baseman make that throw. You can't allow him to. You just can't go lazy down the first base line and allow him to touch you without making a throw. If he'd have gone at half speed, he'd have forced Reynolds to make a throw, because you never know. On a soft throw, sometimes the guy gets underneath it, he pushes it, kind of gooses it, and he throws it in the right field. So he's got to run at least a speed to get past Reynolds there.
Make him throw the ball.
Make him throw the ball.
Denard Span into the gap, right center field. Hernandez will score easily all the way to the wall, and Span's digging for 3. And he's going to make it there easily. A stand-up triple. 4-0 Giants.
Well, very quickly, more activity with Antonio Zenzatella. Breaking ball, and Denard Span sees it early, waits well, and just rifles it right through the right center gap. And triples alley with a guy who's speed. And that is a target you hope you hit. And look at him go. Long stroking.
Now panic to try and get him home along the left field line. That one drops right there in the first row.
Got a man making a play. Kind of got the tear.
Rockies have the infield in. Giants with a 4-0 lead. A run home. 1 out. Runner at third. Joe Panic has hit a comebacker and has had an infield single. That's plenty deep enough in center. As Blackman makes the catch. Panic tags, and he'll come in to score easily. 5-0 Giants.
Job well done, Joe Panic. For Panic, that is his 6th sack fly. That's one of his real strengths. Good situational hitter, and that's exactly what they need, and that's exactly what they got.
So here's Hunter Pence. He's had an infield hit and a run scored and flied out deep to left center. And that set up a run, by the way. That was called a strike on the inside. He came up with runners at first and second, nobody out, hit a deep fly ball to left center, and then moved Span to third. And Posey then brought him home with a fly ball. 2 strikes to Pence.
That's the first pitch that they called a strike in the at-bat. Hunter Pence not quite behind it.
Well, as Walters goes over to get either a new glove or some repairs on that way, he's going to get the new one. Pence is having a long discussion with Doug Eddings, the plate umpire. "5-0 Giants. 2 runs home, 2 men down, nobody on. Just off the outside at 97. 1-2. Giants with 1 in the first, 2 in the third, and 2 here in the fourth. And a 5-0 lead. Posey on deck. And he struck him out. But the Giants, 2 more on the board, a 5-0 lead for Samardzija as we move to the 5th. Ticket offer for the weekend Marlins series, July the 8th and 9th. Starting at only $79, you'll receive 4 game tickets and 4 free round-trip BART tickets. Use the round-trip BART ticket system-wide, weekends only. Visit sfgiants.com/BART for tickets. That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, it is.
We used the BART Amtrak combo to go up to Rockland back in February and visit our daughter and her husband. And it was kind of cool.
It's a good trip.
5-0. Samardzija and the Giants leading, and here is Trevor Story. And it's 0-1. Story hit into a force play to end the second inning. 5 runs, 7 hits for the Giants. No runs, 3 hits for the Rockies. And 2 of their 3 hits have been infield hits.
What's great about a trip like that, it's so relaxing.
Not having to drive, not having to contend with the traffic. Not having to get the, what's it called, the Easy Pass? What do we call it when we cross the bridge? Easy Pass? Or is that New York?
I've got one.
I've got one too, but Fast Track.
Fast Track.
Easy Pass, New York. Yeah. Fast Track, San Francisco. Anyway, you don't have to use it when you on BART. 0-2 the count. Ooh, that looked pretty good. 1-2.
Even the misses that Samardzija has had tonight have been good pitches. And that pitch there, an 0-2 slider down and away, I mean, that sets up a couple of things. It sets up the inside corner with hard stuff at the hands. He could try and backdoor a 2-seamer in the outside corner.
1-2 the count. In the bullpen, Antonio Senzatella is warming up again. The pitcher, Marquez, is due up 3rd in this inning, so we've probably seen the last of Marquez. There is Senzatella. John Gray is set to return and make his first start of the year on Friday for Colorado.
That's another good pitch. If you're Samardzija, you're thinking, how's that guy not swinging at that?
Full count now to the powerful Trevor Story. Right to Crawford. One away.
That was not an easy hop. Well, great news, Giants fans. You can stream the Giants on the go this season. You can stream every NBC Sports Bay Area Giants broadcast on your desktop or mobile device. Giants games streamed on the go on the NBC Sports app.
Here is Tony Wolters. Wolters hit a fly ball to left center his first time. And that's off the outside. The Rockies, after they swept the Giants the weekend before last in Denver, had a day off. Then they beat Arizona in Colorado last Tuesday, and they have not won since. Gave up 48 runs in their last 5 games, all losses. 48 runs, nearly 10 per game, 3 times in double figures, including 12 yesterday by the Dodgers. And that Arizona team is so hot. One ball, one strike. That's a foul ball. Arizona, that was the tail end of a stretch for about 4 weeks. They played 19 out of 25 games on the road. 6 home games, 19 road games.
And they were hot.
And they went 17-8 in that stretch.
Now that's a statement when you can do that early in the year. That's the type of a stretch can give you confidence the rest of the season.
Just got a piece of that one as it was cutting in under the hands. 1-2. And truly, I mean, they've been very good. They have high expectations and so on and so forth. But they don't. Are we that good? Are we really that good? They don't know. But you have a stretch like that, now you know. You got to be pretty good to do that.
You got to be pretty good to do that. Bud Black, 25-16 on the road.
Yeah, that was kind of the stunning thing. We went to Colorado. The Rockies had a better record on the road than anybody, and a better record than they'd had at home, which had never happened in the history of their franchise.
Never.
But they went to LA this weekend to start this road trip, and they got swept. Brandon Belt Samardzija over to cover and panic. Perfect feed. Walters is gone. 2 down. And they're going to use one of their pitchers as a pinch hitter here. They only have a 3-man bench, remember. So Marquez is out. And Freeland is going to pinch hit for him. Freeland, who is a good hitter, hitting .269 with a double and a homer this year.
This is a starting pitcher's dream right here. Come up, have a pinch hit assignment.
Now, what was he trying to do there? What was his approach, you think?
Well, he was looking fastball number one, and I mean, he didn't have to take the pitch, so he was trying to do some damage. I think he was trying to hit it in the water.
That's what I'm thinking. Hey, I've always wanted to hit one in the water here. He's from Denver. He's a local product. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Yeah, Samardzija showed him a little more respect than that pitch. Madison Bumgarner took a little hitting. Ty Block, who pinch hit, also there. And he knocked in a run. It fueled the Giants' comeback in the first game in Denver.
It's a big part of that big comeback.
He can hit. I guess Block can hit. He's from the Denver area. Freeland can hit. He's from the Denver area. That is all. Samardzija puts him away with the high hard one. 3 up, 3 down. He's retired the last 7. Buster Posey, then Brandon Bell, Brandon Crawford coming up.
The authority of the San Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Giants Baseball Club, LLC.
Last half of the 5th inning, and a pitching change for the Rockies. Giants leading here 5-0. But it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change, tune-up, and brake experts. There is Antonio Senzatella.
He's had a nice first half. A lot of that time spent in the rotation. Young right-hander is going to give you a fastball that's low to high 90s. Really a good fastball. Good command of the fastball from the high 3/4 release. He's got a good hard slide on a changeup, and he'll throw all of his pitches.
0-2 to Buster. Buster's had an RBI double to deep left center and a sacrifice fly to center. So he's 1 for 1, 2 batted in. .343 batting average for the year. Senzatella quickly ahead of him, 0-2. And he puts him away in a hurry. 1 away. Holding the powerful accountable is more important than ever. And NBC Bay Area's investigative unit is doing just that, changing 25 laws and policies and investigating billions in tax dollars. Count on the one station invested in making a difference for you. NBC Bay Area, we investigate. Ball one to Brandon Belt, who has walked and had an RBI triple. That was pretty impressive, his triple. We kind of become used to seeing guys hit high soaring drives out to that right center field area, and people go and run him down. But they couldn't run his down, and it hit the wall out there. Some baby giraffe fans meaning Brandon Belt fans. 2-0.
Well, I think Brandon Belt was stunned. It did not go out of the ballpark because he absolutely got it all. And when a big guy like Belt gets it and he gets it all, he's expected it to go out of the ballpark.
Charlie Blackmon couldn't track it down. That's a 4-pitch walk from Senzatella. So Belt is on for the 3rd straight time. A couple of walks on either side of his triple. And here is Brandon Crawford, who was grounded out to second and been hit by a pitch. Had a very strong night in the field as well. Five to nothing Giants here in the 5th inning. Well, part of the question about this Rockies team, the question's being asked a lot, I'm sure, in Denver right now, is about the bullpen. And you were talking about it a little bit earlier. Is ball one to Crawford, and that sends Tony Wolters to the mound to talk to Senzatella. But they have all these guys who've worked real hard this first half. And is that bullpen going to be able to last for a full season? A lot of people think that they're going to need to make a trade or two to fortify that bullpen. But the other part is they've used 4 rookie starters in their rotation all year. And already here's a move. Senzatella now in the bullpen for the first time all year. John Gray scheduled to come off to the Sable list to make his first start on Friday.
Well, and Senzatella, I mean, he's really done well. You saw his record 9-3, but last year he only threw 34 2/3 innings. He had a shoulder strain. The most innings he's ever thrown in a season is 2015 when he threw 154 innings. So they really have to handle him with kid gloves. You can't expect him to give you 230 innings or 220 innings.
Right there, outside corner, knee high, strike 2.
But they're getting 3 arms back off the disabled. As you mentioned, John Gray, Tyler Anderson's coming back. Chad Bettis is coming back.
Although Anderson just got put back on the DL today. They brought him off yesterday. Had to take him out in the 3rd inning with knee problem, and today back on the DL.
They're going to get Chad Bettis back, another quality arm.
Look at that play by LeMahieu, and then a wild throw by Story. So Crawford is safe at first. Acrobatic play by LeMahieu to get any outs at all on that play.
Well, LeMahieu is a very tall second baseman. A very tall second baseman, they have very long arms. You don't see many 6'4" middle infielders. You really don't, especially at second base. As you can see, the 2014 Gold Glove winner, what his fielding percentage is, and watch the spear job to the backhand, and then a very creative little hook shot. And they almost pulls this off. This kind of is reminiscent of the double play the Giants turned against the Kansas City Royals in Game 7 of the World Series. What a great play.
There was something about that shot of him just kind of sprawled out on the ground there, watching the rest of that play. And
he kind of looked like Charlie Brown there on the field, didn't he?
Wait a minute, we didn't get a double play on this one. What?
Yeah.
Is he coming to second? What's he doing?
Rats.
Do I have to get up anytime soon?
Good grief.
Right back to Senzatella. Ryder Jones is retired, and he is 0 for 3 in this one. 5-0, top of the order coming up for the Rockies in the 6th.
Night presented by C's Candies. Your all-inclusive brunch package at Triples Alley will include a lower box ticket, opportunity to watch pregame warm-ups from the warning track, and a box of C's Candies assorted little pops. You want tickets? Go to sfgiants.com/brunch.
(5-0) Giants, 6th inning, top of the order for the Rockies. As Blackman takes one in the dirt from Samardzija. Samardzija's allowed 3 hits, and 2 of them were infield hits.
Rockies have a great offense, and one thing this team does well is they think within the game. You watch them make adjustments from the first, second, third at bats. They get tougher as the night goes on. This will be a very interesting time through the lineup. There's one thing Samardzija has done since putting on a Giants uniform is he has given himself other options in regard to pitches. When we first saw him last year, he had 2 types of fastball and kind of a lazy slider. He had a fork ball, but he held it too deep between his fingers, and he really couldn't rely on it, especially when he's behind the count. Well, they've given him a better grip on the changeup. It's become a better pitch for him now. He's tightened up his slider. He's got a better cutter, a cutter that he didn't even have, and he brought back the curveball, a pitch he hadn't thrown since 2012. And they're all swinging miss pitches. Getty, once again, has really had a very positive effect on one of his pitchers in the rotation. 18th year as the Giants pitching coach, Dave Getty. You know, you get that reputation as a pitching coach that if you as a pitcher come to the Giants organization, you're going to get better. I mean, that's what you strive for. And Rigetti and Mark Gardner, Giants bullpen coach, I mean, it's a great 1-2 punch.
Well, Rigetti is a longtime big leaguer. He experienced it from both sides. He was a starting pitcher, went through a no-hitter, and then he became a closer. And at one time had the all-time record for most saves in a season with the Yankees. Right to Crawford. And there is one away. Now let's check in with Amy G.
All right, John, it is our McDonald's True Story segment. It's a fun one on this date in Giants history. 2009, our very own Benji Molina just coming out of the dugout between innings, getting ready to go to work, and look out, it's the racing sausages, Polish, all-American, Italian bratwurst, and even chorizo. But Benji, he somehow avoided them all. And we are so glad because he will forever be a Giant. Benji, if you're watching, he often does. We miss you. John?
Benji Molina.
It never gets old.
He was at one time the Giants were not hitting all that well. Benji became the cleanup hitter for the Giants. He was the most reliable bat in the lineup. A lot of big hits. I'll never forget the time where he hit a home run here and didn't score the run. They had just, like, what, the final month of the season, started using replay on boundary calls. Was it a home run? Was it not? Was it a fair home run, or was it a foul ball? And Benji hit one off the top of the wall out there in right field and was at first base. He ostensibly got a single. The Giants said, wait a minute, if it hits the green tin roof on that out there in right field, that's a home run. And they looked at the replay. They said, oh, it hit the green, home run. But Emmanuel Burris had already gone in as a pinch runner. That ball is speared by Belt. Very nicely done as LeMahieu just annihilated it. 2 down. But they had told Emmanuel Burris, hey, if Benji gets a single, you're going in to run. And Ron Wotus, the bench coach, told him. So the Giants are going out. Bruce Bochy's going out to argue with the umpires that should be a home run. But Burris, he sees Benji at first. He says, oh, this is where I make my entrance. And he ran over to first and took over for Benji. Well, then Bochy came out after they said, no, it is a home run. He says, well, I want my guy back at first base. Obviously, if you made the call right, I don't put in a runner for a guy who's got a home run. And they said, well, we have no mechanism to do it. He's already out of the game. Even though it was as a result of this replay. It was something that helped get one of the bugs out of the replay system, I guess.
That was a good one.
But Benji hit the home run. Emmanuel Burris actually scored the run.
And he got the trot. I mean, if you hit a home run, I mean, the best part about a home run is watching it and then taking the trot.
So Benji Molina. And he did get, back in 2010, he got to the World Series against the Giants, a season that he started with the Giants. How many guys get a World Series ring? He got one from the Giants. He was with the team for what, first 2 months of the season, and then get the American League pennant ring for the same season.
It's a pretty good year.
Arenado, the count now of 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I mean, I've never heard of it happening. I imagine every time we say something like that, they look it up and probably they'll say, I don't know, 8 guys have done it. But it was pretty cool, especially as we got to know Benji. He really became one of our favorite Giant players, a true gentleman.
And he had a great career, an outstanding catcher for many, many, many years. 2-2. But the Giants had another catcher who was ready to go.
Yeah, what was that guy's name? Posey?
Oh, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Buster Posey brought up to the major leagues late May of that year. And the rest was Giants history. They won it all. And Buster became maybe the first Giant that reminded Willie Mays of himself. Because Willie Mays got brought to the big leagues from the minors as Posey goes out to talk to Samardzija, the dangerous hitter up there. Willie Mays got brought up in his rookie season in late May. The Giants were not on top, and they made a great run, and they ended up winning the pennant that year in his first year, and he was a big reason why. Well, Buster Posey was a big reason why the Giants won the pennant in 2010. That hit, and he's called out. It hit Arenado after he was out of the batter's box. Doug Eddings agreed with Buster Posey, and no argument from Arenado. Rookie Hernandez will be coming up, then Samardzija when we come back.
The all-new 2017 Chrysler Pacifica by AAA. The July 8th Giants game is AAA game day. Come for fun and prizes. Follow AAA on Facebook for details. By Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's Transparency by Jack in the Box. Come try the new sweet or spicy barbecue bacon cheeseburger and chicken sandwich. Limited time only. And by Heffernan Insurance Brokers. Insurance and financial services for you and your business. Visit hefins.com.
0-1 the count to Gorkys Hernandez, leading it off against Antonio Senzatella. Just a little bit low. Does seem like he's much more likely to call a very high strike than that very low strike.
You know, he's got a big strike zone. I mean, he's always been a good guy to throw to. And he's proved it tonight.
Story picked off there by Reynolds, one away. We were talking about this home run, Mike.
Right off the facing of the tin roof. So there's Burris come into the game. They review it. Yes, indeed, that's a home run. It's got green stuff on it. That tells you you hit the tin roof. And Burris says, I get to take the trot. This is so cool.
Does that count as my first home run?
Oh man, things you've never seen before.
Samardzija has struck out and had a sacrifice bunt. So Benji Molina hit the home run and did not score the run. Doesn't happen very often.
No, nor will it ever happen again.
But I think the umpires, one thing they learned from there, you can't allow in the middle of a play like that a new runner to come in until the play is determined to be finished. Once they asked for the review, and it was a brand new thing then. It hadn't even started with that season. It started just in September or right around then. And Samardzija is down on strikes.
Liberal strike zone. Well, and it was a 12-minute delay. They're telling us in the truck. I mean, we try to forget those things, but the guys in the truck, they remember that stuff.
So they did clean that up a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Could you imagine a 12-minute delay on a replay now? There'd be editorialists going off in every newspaper in the country.
And the umpires, you saw them all leave the field back. This was an 08. They all went down and looked at the video replays. There was no replay review center in New York. Denard Span has been on base 3 times tonight. A single, a walk, and a triple. He scored twice and knocked in 1. And his average for the year up to 285 now. Dwayne Kuiper will be coming back over from the radio side come the 7th inning. Antonio Senzatella, he's 9-3. Wouldn't you think twice about taking a guy who's 9-3 out of your rotation?
I just don't think they have a choice. I mean, because of how many innings he didn't throw last year. I mean, he's a young pitcher. They don't want to stress this guy's arm out. They kind of want to save him for the second half of the season. Bud Black, I mean, he's an ex-pitcher. He was a pitching coach for a long time before he was a manager. He'll handle him right.
Senzatella, only 22 years old. Big, huge guy out of Venezuela.
He is definitely built to absorb some innings. Just a bit inside. Spence had a good night at the plate.
Joe Panik on deck. 5-0 Giants, last of the 6th. That's hit hard. But there's Blackman. 3 up, 3 down. On to the 7th inning. Mark Reynolds coming up against Samardzija. Dwayne Kuiper returning from the radio side when we get back.
Now for our Toyota game summary, brought to you by your Oakland Toyota dealer. Let's take a look at the score through 6 full innings of play. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Rockies. The Giants, 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They have been outstanding behind the arm of Jeff Samardzija, who has been dominant through 6 innings. Denard Span with a 2-hit night. It is 5-0 Giants, top of the 7th. Once again, here is my pal, Dwayne Kuiper.
All righty. Thank you, Chef Kruko.
Thank you.
Best open of the year. Has to be a way to see that again. I'm serious. I mean, my part was average. Your part was best open of the year.
Well, we have to talk about that because
let's call it too much time on our hands.
You're on the road and you're kind of just cruising through the internet, and all of a sudden you see Chef's clothing. And you look at me and say, what size do you have? I didn't think anything of it. No, today all of a sudden you show up and I've got a chef's apron and pants and the whole outfit.
Well, I found this website where, and you know, I do it for my daughter. Dannon's a chef, so when I'm really bored, I just buy her another chef top, which she's got 40 of them. Yeah. Here's the 1-2 to Reynolds, and it's fouled out of play. So it's not like I broke the bank on these. But we laughed while part of the ordering them is just laughing while you're doing it.
Oh yeah.
So it showed up today and I brought it to the park. And the beauty of my partner, which he's a lot like my kids. There's a base hit into center field. Span's going to cut it off. Is if you get him something that you wear, he's going to put it on immediately and wear it right away.
I'm going with it.
And it showed up today. Gave it to him. He wore it. Didn't want to take it off for the open. So he became Chef Kruko, trying to cook up a recipe for some wins. Best open of the year.
You need to have a couple of runs, a pinch of a couple of extra base hits. You got to have some good defense. You got to mix in some good pitching, and hopefully they can come up with some recipe for a victory. Now think about this.
Oh, make me laugh. Back to the game. There's a high pop-up out of play. By the way, Reynolds' first hit for the Rockies since LeMahieu picked one up in the 3rd.
Hunter Strickland heading down the Giants bullpen. Pitch count for Samardzija at 103, a concern for Bruce Bochy.
Swings at a high fastball, no balls and 1 strike.
Tapia likes to swing it. He's got good speed, a tough guy to double up. He has not hit into a double play all year. Of course, he's only had 57 at bats, but he's also only walked 4 times. So that's one thing you look at if you're a pitcher. You look at how many walks a guy has. 4 walks and 57 at bats. You pretty much throw the ball anywhere and he's going to hack at it.
Just barely got a piece.
Like that. I mean, those are good stats to know, especially if you have the guy coming up to hit against you with a runner in scoring position. Bounce a few curveballs up there, he'll hack. Throw one across his shoulders, he'll hack. Really hasn't ever met a pitch he doesn't like.
And that pitch is high. Desmond is on deck, so Strickland in the bullpen. We're in the 7th inning. Just outside 2-2. As the way it's been for Samardzija over the last couple of months, no walks. On the ground and a base hit. So Tapia got a high fastball. He pulls it into the hole. Giants baseball on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by the Monterey Bay Aquarium. Incredible characters, memorable moments. Share the love at MontereyBayAquarium.org. Bruce Bochy's coming out. That might be it. Although he's got a quick step going, and a quick step doesn't always mean being taken out of the game.
Well, first things, how you feel? You all right? All right, get out of it. Let's go, big man. And he basically thinks that Samardzija has earned the right to continue on. We mentioned about the competitiveness of Jeff Samardzija, and it really is something that jumps off the page when you get around this guy. I mean, you can see why he was an All-American at Notre Dame in football. I mean, work ethic, just he's a grinder, and he will come at you.
So here's Desmond. Desmond takes one up and in.
Now, one thing you do not want to do is you do not want to feed the momentum with hitting a batter after a couple of knocks to open up an inning. He needs a ground ball. Looking for a double play. But to get the ground ball, he's got to get the ball down.
1 ball and no strikes. Swing.
Staying right on the hands. You can see the two-seam movement at 95, and that's perfect.
Timeout is called. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Desmond is 1 for 2. On the ground, slowly hit. Panic out there and out there. Did he get him at second or not?
I couldn't tell if he touched him.
They're going to say that he's safe, I believe.
I mean, that was a bit of a risk with the speed that Desmond has coming down the line. Panic. I mean, he has to make sure he gets one out here. And there's the reach to get Tapia. No touch. But he does get Desmond on the backside, and it was close. Wow. Rockies are looking at it.
Bud Black said, move on. Let's go. Bill Welke moving right into the dugout to find out the answer.
You know, a manager has 30 seconds to make a claim.
So it's Trevor Story who's rolled out to Crawford twice. And a base hit to left. It's going to knock in 1 for sure. Stopping at third is Tapia. It's a 5-1 game as the Rockies score here for the first time, and they do it in the 7th inning. So on the first pitch, Story waiting on that pitch that he liked, and here comes Bruce Bochy, and then that's going to do it. Samardzija is going to get a nice round of applause as Strickland's headed in. And it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change, tune-up and brake experts. And there's the applause for Jeff Samardzija. We'll be back.
that mobile app to stay connected with the game's best players all season long. Download MLB.com at Bat today. It's your #1 app for live baseball. And we love it.
Hey, we're watching it right now.
New pitcher now for Bruce Bochy is going to be Hunter Strickland. 32nd time he's come into a ball game, just coming off of his suspension where he missed 6 days. 1 and 2 on the year with a 2.33 ERA. Look at the strikeouts, averaging more strikeouts than innings pitched. And for Samardzija, a solid outing, but now he gives it up to the bullpen.
This is Walters. And Walters not wasting any time. And a swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike. Walters is flied out and rolled out. Pop up out of play. Nothing in 2. 96 on the radar gun.
Well, with good location in the hands. Walters is a good fastball hitter, and that's his strength. And she'll tell you, the winning streak starts now.
You know what? She put some time into that, and she looks like she's got a great Giants attitude.
Yeah, she does. Game to bed.
And a base hit. And it comes on an 0-2 pitch. And it's 5-2.
Well, you know, he just made an 0-1 pitch in on the hands. It was beautiful. But here, 0-2, you know, one thing you do not want to do is make a mistake out over the middle. And that's right down the middle. It doesn't matter that it's 97 miles per hour. It's location. What is the easiest place to defend? That's it. And that's T-ball location right there. As you mentioned, Walters, a good fastball hitter. So the cheese gets a little more binding here as Dave Rigetti's going to come out.
Valleca is the pinch hitter. So at second base is Story. Walters is at first.
This is how you see the edge right there in the inside corner. They set up on the outside corner, and then you see the mistake across the middle. Now, I do believe there is a little rust with Strickland right now because he did miss the 6 games, and that's a sign of it. An 0-2 mistake.
So here's Valleca. And the pitch. Swinging a foul straight back.
And right now, I mean, normally when you see Strickland, he's got a pretty good idea where that fastball is going to go. And for the most part, you can say the same thing about his breaking balls. If he's going to aim in the outside corner, he'll get it there. But that first pitch to Valleca was a hanging breaking ball middle in. They set the target away. So right now, he is struggling with his release.
Runs in tight, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, there is a silent communication between a catcher and a manager. If a pitcher just doesn't have it, or he doesn't have command of his stuff, or a catcher will look into the manager and he'll give him the look or the sign that just basically says, get that guy down the bullpen, heat it up a little bit quicker.
It's the outside corner, 1 and 2.
And that's about as perfect a pitch as you could throw. 95-mile-an-hour cut. So he's flirting with a release, but he's rusty right now.
Got him. Buster's going to throw to third.
Not in time. So it'll be a wild pitch. They get the strikeout. Blackman's coming up. Strickland and Blackman, their matchup. Blackman's only faced him twice. He's 1 for 2. Blackman lined out in the 6th inning.
I mean, Bruce Bochy had Stephen Oakland, the left-hander, warmed up in the bullpen. And you say, well, why is he not bringing him in? Because there's 3 big right-handed hitters right behind Blackman.
And the pitch is down low. One ball and no strikes.
So Bruce Bochy thinking, well, I've got a 3-run lead. And even if Blackman knocks in 2 guys, I still have a 1-run lead, but I'll keep my right-hander out there against LeMahieu, Arenado, and Reynolds.
There's a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And he broke down on that 2-seam movement. The little surprise that he was not expecting.
So Blackman's going to step out. 3. Make that 4 singles here in the 7th. Outside, 2 balls and a strike.
I mentioned the 56 RBIs that Blackman has as a leadoff hitter. And in situations like this, when he has been so unbelievable with this entire first half.
It's 3-1. Don't have to lay it in there.
No, you don't. I mean, and he knows he's got righties coming up. And he knows what Blackman has done this year. But he also knows he has a 3-run lead.
And the walk. All right, let's check out the history with LeMahieu and Blackman. Or make that LeMahieu and Strickland. 1 for 4.
1 for 4 and 1 walk, so he's never struck him out.
Santos, you see jogging down to the bullpen through your screen. And the pitch to LeMahieu is outside for a ball, 1-0. LeMahieu is singled in 3 at-bats. You got Story, Walters, and Blackman. They're your base runners.
Yeah, he's worked himself into a get-it-in count. The one thing about LeMahieu is, I mean, he has 3 home runs. I mean, he's more of a singles, doubles type hitter. he'll use the whole field 9 to line. But the guy on deck is Arenado. So you figure that Strickland's going to have to take on the challenge right here. He needs to get this pitch in the strike zone.
He does. 2-1.
And somewhere in the Giants bench, somebody said, and again.
And again. Samardzija started out the inning allowing hits to Reynolds and Tapia. Check swing roller. Strickland's going to pick it up, and that is going to end the inning. Well, that's not how I saw it ending, to be honest with you. Samardzija will take it. Strickland will take it. LeMahieu not so much. 5-2 Giants. It's a 5-2 lead for the Giants. When it's time for a change, think Speedy. Oil change and auto service. Your trusted oil change tune-up and brake experts.
Chad Quall is the new pitcher for Buddy Black. 18th time he's come in. Just got off the disabled list with some back spasms. Big sinker baller out of the University of Nevada.
And Panic takes a pitch wide. 1 ball and no strikes. Joe Panic with a base hit and a sacrifice fly in 3 at-bats. Little fly ball to the left for Desmond.
Well, Giants were against the Rockies tomorrow night, and it's Say Hey Tuesday. And you come out and watch the pregame show live from Williams Plaza. First 500 fans get a cheer card and an authentic Giants fan. That's right, a portable fan. It plugs right into your phone. Giveaway start at 5 p.m. Tomorrow night's game 7 p.m. Pregame live at 6 p.m. And you can see it on NBC Sports Bay Area. And these little fans are cool. You hit the little button here, and all of a sudden it cranks up, and yeah, it's cool.
It's hot in here.
It's cool. Who comes up with that? Serious business. I want to get that. I want to get that. I want to get that.
All right. Now the battery in my phone's gone.
Yeah.
It's dead.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. Just kidding. So here's Pence, and Pence takes low. One out. Hunter Pence 1 for 3, but 3 spirited at bats. And the pitch, and it's a call strike.
Big time sink. Chad Qualls has always had sink. And you mentioned he was on the disabled list earlier. For the most part of his career, he's been very durable.
Here's the 2-2. Pence taps it to third. Arenado's going to try to get him. He's got no chance. The king of the ground attack does it again.
Well, it's the perfect storm. I mean, nobody's going to play him in expecting a bunt. They're going to play deep in respect of his power. And look how deep Arenado is. And the other thing, too, oh, yeah, by the way, Hunter Pitch can run.
He goes out of the box very quickly.
Not a big backswing, but if Arenado can't get it, nobody can. Not even Machado.
Here's Buster Posey. A good night for Buster. He's 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike.
And you say, that's a swing and a miss that hurts you. You're up there looking for a sinker. You see something high, and get after it. It's a changeup. You're way out in front. And when you swing and miss, I mean, that kind of jars you a little bit.
And a bit outside with Belt to follow. Belt's had one of those Belt nights. A hit and 2 walks. One ball, 1 strike. Into this lead. Base hit, right field.
The way he went after that, I think that was a bit of a concession to the stuff of the sink that Qualls is featuring. I mean, he just thought right field. Stayed inside it.
I'm telling you, sometimes it looks so easy.
And this looked easy. You just shoot it right through that hole on the right side. You can see how they were playing him up the middle. I mean, you could have parked 2 Beacons trucks between first and second. And that's going to be it for Qualls.
Mike Dunn is coming in. It's 5-2. We're going to take a break. We'll be back.
Brought to you by your California Ford dealers, June 26, 1999. Giants taking on the Dodgers. On this date, in 1999, JT Snow successfully pulled off the hit ball trick. Dodgers pitcher Carlos Perez reached first base on an RBI single. Snow coordinated with Giants pitcher Chris Brock when the play was on. Brock stepped off the mound, and Snow waited for Perez to lead the bag and tagged him out for the 3rd out of the inning. But remember, as a pitcher, you cannot get on the rubber if you don't have the ball. And that is our smart play brought to you by the California.
It was really one of the first times we realized how sneaky he really was.
Yeah, JT Snow totally sneaky. New pitcher now for the Rockies will be Mike Dunn, the veteran left-hander. And take a look at what he has done in 31 games, 33 strikeouts in 24 2/3. So he has been very solid this first half. Got a good fastball, goes low to mid-90s. Curveball, slider. More sliders than curveballs.
Facing Brandon Belt. And Belt takes a strike. The first pitch he sees is a breaking ball, and it's 0-1.
Here's that slider. It's a good one. See Mike Dunn make too many mistakes over the middle or middle in with that breaking ball. But Brandon Belt hits him pretty well.
Belt takes just a bit high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Giants gave back a couple of runs in the top of this inning, and they're going to try to get those back. 1 ball and 1 strike. Inside corner, 1-2. Pence, who had the infield hit, Mr. Posey the base hit to right, both aboard, and this 1-2 pitch to Belt. Nope, outside 2-2. Belt will make you work. That is a fact. Crawford on deck. I thought Crawford's swings tonight have been really good.
I do too. And you mentioned that he took some extra batting practice the day before the game. It's paying off.
Got him. I'm not sure Bruce Bochy agrees with that.
All right, let's take a look at where it was, just grazing the down and away knee-high location on the outside corner.
Here's Crawford. What you can do with that?
Nope.
Maybe you try to foul it. Crawford is 0 for 2. He's hit the ball hard twice. Was hit by a pitch in the 3rd. Swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike. In that game in Dodger Stadium, the Angels are still leading 3-0. That game is in the 8th. This game is in the 7th. That started at the same time. Dunn taking a long time. Walters trying to figure it out. Now they do. And the pitch. And a pop-up out of play. Another than 2. Crawford takes a little walk outside the box. On deck is Ryder Jones. They have a couple of hits here in the 7th. On the night they have 9. Crawford in a battle now, behind in the count 0-2. Down low. 1-2.
Good 0-2 miss. That's exactly where Dunn wanted to put it. With Crawford, when you start to see him drive the ball to left field with backspin, you know he's dialed in again. He, like a lot of hitters, when he goes cold, he starts pulling off the ball. Goes to hit the ball away, there's a reach. He doesn't get full use of his lower body into that side of the plate.
So Walters back behind the dish. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pence at second. Posey at first. Giants with a 5-2 lead. Out of play. 92, either on the outside corner or just off the plate. Too close to take in the eyes of Brandon Crawford.
But still, even though he didn't have all of his lower body, he still had good hand action covering that location. Good emergency swing, bottom line.
Down low, 2-2. Entertaining ball game tonight. Still a ways to go. And the 2-2. And Crawford stays alive as he lifts this one. It was like 20 rows back below us and ended it down below.
Well, this young man brought his glove. Yeah. It's a player right there.
You know what? I like that glove. It's got a sweet pocket.
All right, here we go. Ready? I got it. Had it played perfectly.
That's awesome. Here's another 2-2 pitch to Crawford. Crawford, sharp ground ball into left field, a base hit. Here comes Hunter Pence, and it's 6-2. Nice at bat, Brandon Crawford.
Well, it really was. And again, you could see how both hands were in a power position. And he really did a nice job staying on top of this, letting the ball get deep to him. And look at the head stay still as he watches this rifle right through the hole. And that's something that he was having a problem doing on the road trip. Oh, that doesn't get any more picture perfect than that. That's a great at bat. So a 2-out jump for Hunter Pence and an easy score. The Giants get that one of those runs back. Not a problem. He knew he was scoring.
Here's Ryder Jones, who's 0 for 3. Down low, blocked by Walters. 1 ball and no strikes.
Continued trend. Ryder Jones still looking for his first big league knock, and he's seen a lot of off-speed stuff, especially early in the count, especially first pitch.
Swing, and gonna miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Dyson.
Strapping on his game face.
And a soft toss. Jones family.
It is the Ryder Jones family.
They would like to see Ryder Jones get a batting average. The 1-1. Now low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Yep, a little stressful.
He's got a chance to get his first big league knock, first big league RBI.
High fly ball, center field. And that's going to end the inning. Giants pick up a run on 3 hits through 7. It's 6-2 Giants.
Busy day for Buster Posey. He's got a couple RBI in tonight's game, and he's also doing a bunch of good stuff in the community. Earlier today, before the game, it was the annual Buster Posey glove giveaway. This is a fantastic event. The Giants welcomed about 1,000 junior Giants, and Buster donated a new Rawlings glove to every single one of them, and then answered their questions. And our own Smoothie hosted it. How was it, Smoothie?
It was great, because one of the great questions was the kid asked Buster Posey, you see Giants lead 6-2. Do you have a pet? And what's the name of your pet? And Buster said, well, I have a dog at home, a gnarly dog, and his name is Nolan Arenado. And Arenado is sitting right below him. And it was quite funny as Arenado stands in. And Posey and Arenado got to be, I'm not going to say good friends, but they got to be friends playing on the U.S. WBC team.
Well, it does give you a little insight to the humor that Buster Posey has.
Pretty quick.
Sets it up. Good delivery, good timing.
2-0, and it's time for a change. Think Speedy, oil change and auto service, your trusted oil change tune-up and brake experts.
Sam Dyson's numbers this year had some problems with the Texas Rangers. Giants have really seen a very strong improvement in his mechanics.
So Arenado doesn't wait around on the 2-0 pitch, fouls it out of play.
He's not up there looking for walks. And Dyson is pretty special in one regard, that he can bring mid to high 90s velocity with big time sink. He's got a slider and a changeup, but you're going to see a lot of sink. The slider's more of a cutter.
Right there for a strike, 2-2.
And that was it at 90. Sam Dyson was on that WBC team.
Very good. Two pitch coming up. Got him.
That's taking advantage of a guy's aggressiveness, using it against them. You get so established for the move on your fastball, and all of a sudden you come up with a cutter. And the movement going away, and you see it, Arenado chase. When he strikes out on that wide pitch, you think, why does he wear the Giants out? Well, that's another conversation.
Okay, got a while. Here's Reynolds, who singled in the 7th. He looks at a strike. Two runs on 7 hits for the Rockies, 6 runs on 10 hits for the Giants. Outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. On deck is Raimel Tapia. Dyson throwing pitch number 8 of the inning, and it's high. It's 2-1.
How they push his delivery. Dyson last year with the Rangers was the closer. He was dominant. If the Giants could get him back to that form, I mean, that would be a huge bonus for their bullpen.
Up the middle and a base hit. So Reynolds continues to swing the bat well, and that'll bring up Tapia. Tapia singled in the 7th. Tough man to double up, so if you're an infielder, make sure you get 1 out for sure.
Well, you mentioned he hadn't hit into a double play all year. Now, granted, he doesn't have a large body of work here, 58 at bats. Doesn't walk, doesn't hit into double plays very often.
So Dyson and Posey trying to get on the same page. 1 out here in the 8th. And a strike.
Perfect location. I mean, you just don't see that much two-seam movement that goes mid to high 90s with velocity.
That foul, I think at 2.
He's right back with the cutter. I mean, one movement going away, one going in on your hands.
Dyson's hit in the 7th was a ball hit between Belt and Panic, with Belt holding on Reynolds, which is what he's close to doing here. He's playing off the bag with Reynolds. Wants to have a word now with Dyson. After a while, you throw down signs and it's not working, you just go out and have a word. Plus, like Dyson was really explaining to Buster what he wanted to do.
And that's how you learn a pitcher. You've got an idea what you want to call him, whatnot. All of a sudden he's shaking you off and say, well, timeout, let's go talk about it. What do you want to do with this?
It's 0-2. 1-2.
I don't think he said, I want to throw it in the dirt 3 feet off the plate.
I do believe, however, what he wanted to do is make that pitch close enough for the hitter to think for this pitch coming up here. Got him.
Backdoor cut. They set the target wide, and Posey hardly had to move the glove at all. A wide strike zone tonight, and Tapia sent packing. And he was not buying it.
He was not buying it. Here's Desmond. Remember, he loves that first pitch. I'll probably be saying that 8 or 9 more times in this series.
What he does. I mean, he is aggressive.
On that one, 1
ball and no strikes. Rockies scored both their runs in the 7th. There's a strike. Says, no, I'm not swinging at that one. 1 ball and 1 strike. At Kane tomorrow against Jeff Hoffman. One and 2. There's that sinker. 95.
We've seen it as high as 98. I mean, he's just got a great arm, and he's not an overthrower either.
Giants played in Arlington a couple of years ago in the heat. Oh my goodness.
And his sinker weighed about 16 pounds.
Got him, and that'll end the inning. What a great job by Sam Dyson. Bottom of the 8th coming up.
Coverage is not over after the postgame show. Check out the Giants Outsiders. The McCovey Chronicles, Grant Brisbee, and Therese Vignal bring you a fresh take on the game and the season on Giants Outsiders. Tonight after postgame live. They have a lot of fun. We recommend it. A lot of energy in that show. Grant and Therese.
Energy. We like energy.
We like energy.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy. Oil change and auto service. Your trusted oil change tune-up and brake experts.
Take a look at what Jairo Diaz has done in 10 games in the minors. He's had some health issues. When right, you're going to see a healthy fastball that goes mid to high 90s. Got a little nickel slider and a split. I mean, just think of Yusmeiro Petit with 10 more miles per hour velocity.
All right, I'll say it. He was a good Giant.
He was a good Giant, and that was a good curve ball from Jairo Diaz.
Benson. Down the left field line, hit pretty well. Can Desmond get there? He's running hard, and he dropped it. And into second base is Hernandez. It'll be an error on Desmond.
And he can't believe it. I mean, this would have been a nice play because they had it played over his left center and he had to run a long way. That's a 50-yard dash. Plank. And everything's going good right at the heel of the glove. So he kind of overran it.
I mean, this guy was a quality shortstop with the Nationals.
Oh, he was. He's a great athlete.
Here's Tomlinson. Kelby Tomlinson on the ground and a fair ball. How about this? Tomlinson's going for 2 and it's 7-2 and the ball gets away, but Arenado wisely backing up. I got to check the exit velocity on that double.
Well, I think it may have been about 64 miles per hour. But it was a fang and a CNI ground ball. Kelby Tomlinson, who's been hitting the ball in the nose and not getting a whole lot lately, will not give this one back. They played him off the line. He hits away from the defense. And he changes places with Rockies Hernandez.
That is a beautiful piece of hitting.
That's how you make an error hurt.
Here's Span. Bernard Span's been on base 3 times. And it's way outside.
Here's Kyle Crick heading down, and we just got confirmation about the exit velocity off the bat, 55 miles per hour. That is confirmed. That is accurate.
I have to believe that that would have been my average on doubles.
No.
Swinging a foul back. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. You know, John likes the high numbers, like the 115s. I'm just the opposite.
Like the
that
55s.
right there is the best.
That's a thing of beauty, baby.
1 ball and 1 strike to Denard Span. That's called the magic 1-do.
Yeah, that is a magic 1-do.
1-1 to Denard Span. Span out of play, 1-2.
And what we found out about the magic 1-do, it's better than Babbitt.
By the way, I found the hat in the garage.
The magic 1-do hat?
Yes. The reason I won't take it is John can't find his, and I know he'd take mine and claim he didn't. Dodgers lost. The Angels shut him out 4-0 tonight. Here it's 1-2 to Span. Span fouls another one off. Now I was talking, did she get a ball or?
Yeah. Well,
he's got it and he's not giving it up. Is that it?
Well,
or she got it and she gave it to him.
No, I think he got it. He gave it to her. He did the right thing. If he has any chance of getting kissed tonight, you better give that thing up.
Shallow center field. This is going to be a play made by Story, who goes back and he hung in there to make the catch. 2 outs. And here's Panic.
Watch the backswing of Denard Span as it hits Tony Walters right on the side of the helmet. That if you're a catcher, comes out of nowhere. You're just thinking a seagull just got you.
Here's Panic. Panic with a single and a sacrifice fly in 4 at-bats. Tomlinson's going to steal third.
Now he's got the green light. And if you have a pitch out there that's going to fall asleep, now watch, he turns his head. As soon as that head turns, that was his key to go.
I mean, that wasn't really even a good lead by Tomlinson.
No.
Forced steal for Tomlinson. Now with 1 out, the infield has to come in. And the pitch is high, so another RBI opportunity for Joe Panic. I mean, they're in. They're right at the edge of the grass. And a shot into left center field. That's going to be a base hit. Coming in to score is Tomlinson. Another hit for Joe Panic and another RBI. And it may mean now that Melanson will not get into the game. So here's Hunter Pence.
Well, right now it's Melanson's call as to whether he wants to pitch. I mean, if it's not a save situation, he normally does not want to take that assignment unless the bullpen's beat up and he needs to take an inning.
Pence has 2 hits and 4 at bats. The Giants have 12 total. Inside, 1 ball and no strikes.
Meanwhile, Johnny Cueto staying entertained.
Pence waves at this one. The ball gets away from Walters. Panic goes down to second.
Yep, the hole's getting bigger. Leaking oil.
It looks like you just got to put your finger in it.
That's a pretty good one, though.
So pass ball for Walters. Panic down to second. It's a ball and a strike to Hunter Pence.
See, that's the kind of stuff you can do when you have a 6-run lead.
Of course. Down low.
I guarantee nobody's blowing bubbles in the Rockies dugout tonight. Although they've been blowing a lot of bubbles all year long. They came into this game 10-1 against the Giants this year. So for the Giants, this has to feel pretty good. He's the happiest guy on the bench.
It's 2-1 to Pence. Pence on the ground. Story is going to go to third, and everybody's safe. The ball gets away, and staying at third is Panic. Pence has got another hit.
Well, strong effort from Trevor Story to keep this ball from going into the outfield, because that cost Hunter Pence an RBI. Watch the shortstop for the Rockies go down, and he almost comes up with a miracle play, a little wide of the target.
Look, I think Nolan Arenado is great, but this one's on Arenado. He should have been at third. He was watching.
That was a pretty good play to watch, but you're right. he was out of position. And you don't say that very often about the guy.
Here's Buster Posey. And a strike. Buster Posey tonight has 2 hits, a sacrifice fly. He's raised his average to 345. And the pitch. Swinging a base hit to left field. Coming in to score is Panic. 3 hits for Buster Posey. And 3 RBIs. And if the guy's throwing hard, that is not a problem for Buster Posey.
Take a look at the pitch. They set an outside target. This comes right back middle in at 96. And Posey just lets it get to him and just serves it right to left field. The top 4 hitters in the Giants lineup tonight: Span with 2 hits, Panic with 2 hits, Pence with 3 hits, Posey with 3 hits.
Belt's been on base 3 times. I can't wait for this run. They're going to go on a run now. It's going to be incredible.
Yeah.
And it all started with Chef Kruko. If it wasn't a fedora, it was going to be a chef outfit, one or the other. Who knows what would happen?
I hung that thing up. It's ready for tomorrow. It's not leaving the booth.
No, I'll order another one, overnight it. Here's Belt. Belt takes high, 1 ball and no strikes. It will not be Mark Melanson. Diaz getting knocked around and is going to step off the slab. Story, a national story about Melanson that really caught all of us by surprise, especially people here around the ballpark. The 1-0 pitch to Belt, and he fouls it down the left field line and out of play. And unfortunately, it really put a lot of people on the spot to try to verify it, and it was just really too bad.
Well, it was a story that it sort of questioned Mark Melanson as a teammate, and that is just not, it's the farthest thing from the truth. He's a great teammate.
Belt out of play, 1-2.
And they questioned Melanson today, and he kind of went with it. He said, "Hey, you know what? If I'm the reason that we're slumping right now. Throw it on me. I'm fine with it." And Bruce Bochy, his comment was, "It's the farthest thing from the truth." And he was ticked off about it. Dave Righetti was upset by it. Understandably. It's a non-story.
And the 1-2 to Belt, and it's down low, 2-2. So then that's the last time we'll talk about it.
That is it.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it was interesting too to see the Giants players rally around Melanson today when that story went out, which was very cool.
(9-2) on the hit by Posey.
But you never know. Maybe a story like that upset the whole clubhouse is the one thing that gets them going.
Doug Eddings is like, "All right, boys, let's go." Diaz doesn't want to get knocked around anymore, so he's trying his hardest to get Belt out. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2. Crawford would like to hit with the bases loaded. Diaz now has brought this game to a halt. Walters now just trying to figure out what the heck does he want to throw. And that was it.
So a breaking ball. And a good one.
So here's Crawford. Diaz has thrown 26 pitches. Swing and a miss by Crawford. Ball and no strikes. That was hard.
Yeah, he definitely has some giddy up.
Crawford had a nice at bat against the lefty Dunn with a RBI single into left field in the 7th. That pitch is high. Bud Black trying to make sure that he doesn't leave Diaz out there. He's going to get somebody down in the bullpen.
You know, Jairo Diaz just joined the club today.
Down low. This inning could have started out better for him. Remember, Desmond dropped the ball in left field.
Yeah, I think that's a play they may question. I'm not altogether convinced that that was an error.
Pitch number 29. Amarista getting loose.
Wow, he's not a pitcher. He's a all-everything player. Shortstop, center fielder. Tony Diaz, you saw the third base or the first base coach, keeping an eye on Amarista.
Crawford 2-2.
And really, Jairo Diaz is one base hit for being taken out of this ball game, and we'll see Amarista.
He has pitched twice before. This is kind of odd too, though, Mike. I mean, look, they only got 3 guys on the bench. They have an extra pitcher.
Yeah, but their bullpen's chewed up. There's like 4 guys that Bud Black is not going to use today.
Crawford stays alive.
But if Crawford gets a base hit, then Ryder Jones, who does not have a big league hit, would have a chance to hit against Amarista.
And if he gets a hit, does that count?
Yes, absolutely it counts.
Well, let's see if it comes to that. If it does, then we got a story for you. Here it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that is going to end the inning. We'll go to the 9th. 9-4 Giants. Well, for Esurance Giants postgame live, you're going to get highlights, reaction, analysis, and it's all coming up for a full hour right after the game. (9-2) Giants when it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change in auto service, your trusted oil change, tune-up, and brake experts.
So Kyle Crick coming on for the third time. To take a look at his numbers, he's had one really good outing. He's had one that was not so good. Hard thrower, good hard slider to go with that fastball.
Here's the pitch to Story, and he takes high. 1 ball and no strikes. Story is 1 for 3. The Rockies started a comeback in the 7th, and Story was part of that comeback. The Rockies had 4 singles in the 7th inning. There's a swing and a miss. Breaking ball and a good one, 1 and 2.
That's the slider we're talking about. And it's a big difference of speed from the high velocity fastball you see consistently with Crick. We go 95 to 99 with velocity. Former first round pick.
He got him. Four strikeouts in a row for Giants pitching.
If it's quick, it can still be up and be effective.
So here's Tony Walters. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats. The Rockies have lost 5 straight. They catch a break tonight with the Dodgers losing. Arizona, however, won. 1 ball and no strikes. Jeff Samardzija on his way for his 3rd win. He pitched terrific tonight.
Boy, he really did. I mean, he's so deserving of a few breaks. I mean, his whole first half, I mean, he has been snake bit. Not much run support, had one of the lowest run support averages in all of baseball.
And he did something tonight that was very odd. Well, no, not odd. He didn't walk anybody. The walk to Blackman, that was Strickland's, correct?
Correct.
So Samardzija, no walks.
No walks, 5 strikeouts in 6 1/3.
And there's a base hit by Walters. He'll sleep better tonight.
Take a look at the strikeouts that Samardzija had tonight. Opened up the game with Charlie Blackman. He was down 3-1, came back, a 95-mile-an-hour two-seamer, finished him off. Then he got Tapia in the 2nd inning. He got the pitcher Marquez in the 3rd. Then Mark Reynolds got sent packing in the 4th. And then he gets the pinch hitter, Freeland, and walked off to a nice, well-earned applause. David Getty's going to be happy about that. I like David Getty's file cabinet where he stores all of his data.
In his hat?
Yeah. Old school.
Amarista hitting at 299. Another strike. This is the last game going on around the major leagues as that's fouled out of play. Everything else finals. Giants have lost 9 straight to the Rockies. 9 straight. That's hard to do. outside, 1-2.
Well, the month of June has been hard on him.
June swoon.
Major swoon.
Flare down the left field line. Foul. Oh, man.
So close. Dude.
Yeah, well, you had a shot. If you're going to wear that and bring a glove.
Dude.
And then they handed it to somebody else.
Yeah, it's not like the ball dude didn't see him.
Yeah, that's a disguise. That's when you need it. Out of play. He's still not happy.
No, he's not happy.
If people are laughing. If I was close, I'd get him a ball.
Yep.
1-2. With his lead. Tapped to Panic. Panic will shovel. That's one. And, not in time.
Well, it was a nice one. That's not an easy shovel.
Fun to watch those two.
Well, tell me about this flip here, because his momentum's not going to the bag. That's an easier flip. And he's kind of going across his body.
Yeah, but you can see he gets his momentum going in that direction, and he gets it in a big hurry. There it goes. But if you have any chance of getting two, that's the only way you can do it. In a game like this, might as well go for it. If we're playing at Coors Field, I might think otherwise.
Yeah.
Here's Blackman. And Maurice's going to go, and nobody cares.
I mean, Coors Field, you have a 7-run lead in the 9th inning, and they have one out left. You're still biting your fingernails.
Yeah, you got your closer up.
That's true.
And there should be a rule that at Coors Field, a 5-run lead, you should still be able to get a save.
I agree with that. That's how scary that place is. Although there's a few around baseball that are not that far away from Coors Field. As to how offensive they are as ballparks.
Hit well to left, and this is going to be the ball game. So the Giants snap their losing streak. The Rockies extend their losing streak to 6 games. And overall, Mike, I would say that you wanted all parts of the Giants game to excel, and that's what happened tonight.
And really the best game they played together for a long time. And it just looked to me like, you know, they were relaxed tonight. But it also helps when your big man goes out there and throws 6 zeros on the board, as Jeff Samardzija did the first 6 innings. They gave him some runs to work in, and the defense tonight was stellar.
All right, final score here at AT&T Park. A good night for the Giants. Giants 9, Rockies 2. Stay tuned. Esurance Giants post-game live starts right now.